Pharmacy Group has voluntarily passed on the full $1 prescription discount to all eligible patients on all concessional scripts.
And we will continue to stand by our commitment to make healthcare more affordable for all Australians. So every Australian pensioner, veteran or concession card holder saves $1 off their prescription. That's added up to an incredible $100 million. Chemist Warehouse, always here for you.
Discounting prescriptions in every store, every day.
It's going to be close. Brilliant! Yes, the Flying Mullet wins. Look at Myers. Unbelievable.
A meat record. Could it be? It is.
That's the face of somebody who wants to be a champion.
Another World Championship qualifier for Telegenica.
Caldwell goes up to her. Hull won't relinquish. It's going to be one of the greats.
So it's event number 1 here on day number 8 of the Australian Athletics Championships. You've got Ahuno of Queensland on the inside, Brayshaw WA, Probets the New South Wales athletes, Wilson Victoria, Dunlop Queensland, Lembrugen Queensland, Hood the gold medalist in the 90 metre hurdles, and she's your leader as we come down over flight number 5. Geck the Victorian chasing her hard, and out wide Preston Poole. But it's Jemima Hood, she's looking to do the double. The challenge is going to be the Queensland and Lembrugen, and also it might be Dunlop thereabouts with the Victorian Wilson, but Jemima Hood, she wins the double, the 90 metre hurdles, the 200 metre hurdles under 15, unofficially 29.40. Great way to kick off the 8th day of the Australian Athletics Championships here in Adelaide. You see the replay here. She was first over flight number 5 and over flight number 6 and just kept moving herself away from the field. It was a great challenge for the miners. Geck was out wide. Lean Brugan, the Queenslander, had a battle on her hands there with Wilson. And wait to see those official results come through. But Jemima Hood, she's going to take home 2 gold medals from these championships. At the same time, we've got action aplenty today in the field. And the long jumpers preparing themselves down there. That's the under-18 women's long jump. Izzy Lewis and Rowe looking to add to her collection from the week. The high jump, winding the bar up at the moment, 165. It's the under 14 high jump there, so the high jump bar very quickly rising. No results to hand yet there, but we'll get them to you very shortly. Here from the under 15 200 metre hurdles, but unofficially there, your winner definitely Jemima Hood of Victoria.
So there are plenty of events happening. Good morning to you all. Here with Nana, also free as well. Good morning to you, Nana. I can tell you quickly in this women's long jump, Gina Davey, the Victorian, she's already jumped a lifetime best in round 1, 6.11 for her. So
huge. That's huge, Mitch. That's getting out close to that under 20 mark.
6.20, that world under 20 qualifying marker, so she's edging towards it.
We saw a Victorian teammate, Mia Skerry, jumping in the last round the other day. It was after our coverage finished. She went big in the very last round after winning the heptathlon.
So it is interesting, actually, that...
And of course, Delta Amidowski, of course, has got that qualifier multiple times.
Yeah, well, Delta and also Mia Skerry, you said 6.20, but that's it. So realistically, in this competition, if we've already seen a 6.11, anything out over 6.20 makes things pretty interesting for those selectors of that World Junior team. So well done, Gina Davey. Way to kick things off well, the Victorian. As I said, 7 centimetre lifetime best for her to start off round 1.
So the next one to come along here, Mitch, will be the under 15 boys 200 metre hurdles final. You're going to have the 100 metre hurdles champ in this one here, Travis Ackerman. He's the man with your favourite haircut. Mitch, you talked about the other day, the bowl into the rat tail.
You just don't see it much, do you?
No, and he certainly rocks it with pride. And he's the West Australian. He'll be in lane 7. He'll have Harry Osborne on his inside, who's been so good in the multis, the heptathlon champ here. He was also the silver medalist in the 100 metre hurdles in lane 6. and Max Farrugia, the bronze medalist. They got the trio from the podium in the 100-metre hurdles. Farrugia will be 9. Between them will be Gillett, the New South Welshman, in 8. And from the inside, Sebastian Ketchek of New South Wales, Ryan Cox, New South Wales, Mitchell Warrilow, the West Australian, Nate Hall, the Victorian, who was good in the heats, and also Campbell Bannister, the West Australian. So, in the quality field.
Young long jumper there over 165 as well. It's interesting seeing these men do run-throughs. It's weird seeing run-throughs over the bend of a 200 metres with sticks in front of you. Not quite used to that yet.
So we talked about yesterday, Mitch, some very different techniques. Some of them will go 7 strides, some of them will be 8. So 7 means they use that same leg the whole way round. Some will go 7 to halfway and then cut back and go to 8. 8 requires a good alternating rhythm.
Just quickly here, I'm not sure if we'll see it, but Hannah Lambert looks like she's at her last attempt of 165, which would mean Ejembi and Mab, they might be the only 2 over it here. So Hannah Lambert will keep you updated with that as this 200-metre hurdles final gets underway in a second. And Nana, you didn't reciprocate my good morning. Good morning, Nana.
Good morning, Mitchell. How are we today?
Fantastic. You know, we had got the pleasure of having breakfast together this morning.
I know.
How good was that?
Catching up on all the athletics. Now, you weren't here yesterday, but the Western Australians, we've seen a T-shirt. We want to know your thoughts about it.
I actually don't mind the T-shirt look, as long as it's tucked in. I think that's
I think that's
tucked
class.
in.
I don't think that's
tucked
tucked in.
Shorts would be something. He's got the T-shirt back. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm a fan.
I think I'm a fan as well.
So yes from me. It looks like our young New South Wales competitors also hit the bar. So there's only 2 remaining in that under 14 high jump.
Because it's that awesome kit, Mitch. It's the best kit in Australia, Western Australian one.
Nah.
Puma all over it.
Still give me NT every day. If you're a young athlete, NT's the singlet you want to swap with because you don't see many of them here.
Well, I'm trying to work out. I actually have got to go and check with our officials how many here this week. We've seen Britain dominating the para.
Yeah, but
and I actually haven't seen anyone outside her. And they've been allocated a nice little space over there in the back straight. They've got a little good zone.
Yeah, there's people sitting behind it. I love their logo as well.
I do like the logo. I love the croc.
The croc is a good one.
On the crocodile.
I remember primary school athletics. It's the one pin you wanted, the little badge you could collect when you were swapping with the kids.
I wonder how many people still have those pins.
Oh, I have it.
I've got them, yeah.
Yeah, in a big bag, like in the back of my wardrobe. I have every pin.
Ask your parents, say, I want more pins.
Yeah.
I want to swap
Dad,
around.
please, can you ask Tasmania for a pin?
My dad loves telling a story. I was standing in my just about jocks, giving away all my Vic gear to any state that wanted it when I was a kid. So I wish I could have that back, actually, come to think of it.
So they're away evenly here. Good start it was. The West Australian there, Ackerman. He's looking to repeat the fates of Jemima Hood there previously. It looks like we've lost Osborne. Unfortunately, the Queensland has taken a tumble. So now it's going to be the challenger, Nate Hall, the Victorian. So Hall goes back to Ackerman. Out wide, Farrugia in the mix with also Gillett. But it's Ackerman. He's got 3 flights to go. He looks strong. Fast finishing. Gillett goes down as well and almost takes out teammate Farrugia. Absolute action aplenty in that one. Ackerman stayed clear of it. He stayed out the front. He takes the national title. Hall comes through for second. Farrugia's managed to hurdle 10 flights of hurdles plus his teammate Gillett, who's gone down. Unfortunately, Osborne also went down early and doesn't add to his collection of medals for the weekend. But wow, action aplenty there, Mitch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was. Big shout out to Harry Osborne, though. He went down early. You'll probably see the replay in a moment. So here we go. The Queenslander, he's wider on the track. Geez, he got a good start, Nick, and then bang, you can see there that hurdle's gone. Shout out, look how quickly he got up, though, the young man. He was up and hurdling. He actually managed to catch the field. But then, as you called it perfectly, Nick, the bronze medalist there, he's starting to edge away, and he's hurdling so clean. The Victorian clipped, and then I think it's this one here. He goes bang, unfortunately, his lead leg too. Did well his teammate to stay out of trouble, Nick.
Yeah,
but
Farrugia still gets the bronze, having had to avoid an extra obstacle. But Ackerman, he just stayed clear of them.
Just carnage there.
Yeah, Nate Hall hit hurdle number 5 when he looked like for a moment there he was going to challenge our leader. Gosh, that was...
That's tough,
that was terrific. But the fact of it is, Trav Ackerman, he's got the double.
It's well done to him. Look, he was likely to be at the front of that race anyway. So he's done well to get another medal, another gold.
Ooh, 168. Second attempt miss for Mab.
And last one in the competition for the under-14 girls high jump.
The last competitor. So a gold medalist, that would tell me Nana.
I think
If
so.
you're left last. It's a bit different to when you're in the schoolyard and the last kid picks the one they don't want.
Yeah.
The last one
You want to be
standing is
the
the
last
winner.
one
The
out
last
there.
one standing.
No, I do that anymore in the schoolyard. Pick even teams. You don't leave the kids for last. It's only fair. So, busy morning ahead of us. No, we've actually got a new job for you this morning.
Ooh, tell me.
So we're going to wait and see how this long jump goes. We might try and get the winner of the under-18 long jump. We've already got the winner's going to be over 6 metres as it is already. We potentially might also see Izzy Lewis and Road add to her medal, so we might grab her as well at some stage this morning. I think we're just going to add some more field events because before we come later on this afternoon, we're going to put have our under 17 and 18 400 metre winners chat to you. So that should be awesome. Our 3,000 metre winners. Both men and women in that same age group. So we're going to really prioritise the 7s and 18s age groups for some interviews today and try and pick a few field events as they come through. There's good potential that when you're down there for those 400 metres, we might see one of our discus or even one of our long jump winners potentially come through, but we'll see how we go.
We'll try and get to as many winners as possible.
Yes. If it's under 18 long jump, which is appropriately highlighted, that could be a really big hot start for the day.
It really could be, yeah.
Anything over 6 metres in the under 18s is a great start. And if they happen to squeeze out a 620, wow.
If they go 6:21, whoever wins this, they're technically the second best qualifier for that World Under-20 team. Because Amadovsky's jumped, obviously, up the track.
And the interesting thing is, Scary and obviously Amadovsky also have other events. So they might be looking to add and grow the team, grow that Aussie team.
Well, the other crazy thing was Mia Scary. She jumped that 6:20. I'm pretty sure it was her last attempt in that competition as well.
It was as we walked out in the dark, Mitch.
Yeah.
We were just leaving the stadium. It was getting very late. It was one of the coldest evenings here.
And she just came out and just.
I reckon Saturday night, Mitch.
Yeah, because she'd won the under-20.
That way finished Friday. I think she was long jumping Saturday night.
I think so.
Yeah, late Saturday night.
She also, I'm pretty sure, had a qualifier in the hip. So.
Yes, she did. She's already been to a World Unis.
Yes.
At the tender age of 19.
And if you remember correctly, Nick, I think she just missed the World Junior team in Cali in both events as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
By not a lot. So.
I like this. Who was in the box? Dave Colbert said the other day, if a car backfires, she goes off. She loves it. She loves it. She loves a start in any event. She's one of those competitors who is everywhere.
I think this might be Gina Davey who's jumping the Victoria. Maybe her second round jump there.
Long jump there. Nana's got it on screen.
I think. I might have just generalised that that's a Victorian. But it looks like they've gone all the way through the comp. Wilson Road no jumped, I think.
So our camera is at the hurdles at the moment, so it's going to make its way down to the long jump after these hurdles finals. We might get some shots, some footage in a minute as Ackerman gets his medal. Now, hey, Nate Hall, you've let me down, son. You rocked the best headband in the race and you've taken it off for the medal ceremony.
Yeah.
Mum wanted a clean
Yeah,
photo.
that's a mum job, that.
You're going to have these photos for a lifetime.
He ran very well. I loved the headband. I reckon it was awesome.
Nick, did you rock a headband?
I rocked a bandana for 2 years. No.
Oh, no. Can we get that up on the live stream? A photo
Here we go.
of that?
It's a Maya Mearns, Mitch. It's your Maya Mearns who's been so busy in the last 5 days. Under 20s, 200.
Relay 4x1.
Ran down the 4x1, anchored them in yesterday. She won the 200, correct, in her age group. Oh, wow. She's been busy.
Surely we don't see her on day 9. Surely.
The only thing she didn't do this week, she's won the Queensland title, I believe, before. She didn't do the heptathlon.
Who she's gone
about high fives there.
Probably call it 520-ish, maybe.
Well, that's not high. That's not high then, is it? You reckon
No.
510, 520? I reckon it might have been above 550, but we'll see.
No, let's.
Nana's hitting a lot of buttons here, but not showing me many results here, Mitch. I'm not
Well,
sure
I'll
what's
tell
going
you,
on.
I think it was Ruby Darcy who was jumping when I thought it was Gina Davey. She's a 5:35 jumper right now. So Mearns kicked her morning off with a 5:74. She's in the silver spot right now.
So, not 5:10 or 20?
No, but I think she's jumped 5. I think she's jumped 5:20 there. Oh, 5:64.
Close.
It's so hard to tell on this angle.
To be fair,
We
I
are
called some
apart.
shockers yesterday in the discus.
That is tough.
All right, Mitch, you're going to go with these ones, these under-16 boys?
I am. It's our men's under-16 200-metre hurdles final.
Oh,
unless he's up the track, it looks like we might be missing one of them as well. Could be Frost, but bear with us. So Max Wright, the Victorian on the inside, then Blade Thompson. Next one up, Spadaro. He's in lane 3. Jackson Frost, who I'm not sure if he's there. And then Ken Ferrante Tanakawa. He's in lane 5. Evan Bainbridge. I always do this one wrong. Matthew Milius?
Yes.
There we go. Matthew Milius, the Victorian, in 7. Cameron Badger, New South Welshman, in 8. And Zach Evans of New South Wales. He's in lane number 9. So there you go, Matthew. I've got your name right here for the first time.
Imagine if we get a text and someone says, actually.
Yeah. If someone texts me and says, it's actually Milias, you had it right at the start of the day.
Why did you listen to Nana's official?
Yeah. Well,
what would I know?
Milius and Badger, they're the 2 fastest through to this final. So.
And Ferrante Tanakawa, of course, won the sprint hurdles, Mitch.
He did, so he's technically sound over there. So
I reckon he'll lead to hurdle 5 and then see what happens with Milias coming. Oh, actually, Milias and Ferrante Tanakawa to lead into the straight and then see what happens.
So here we go. We are without our Queenslander, no Jackson Frost in the middle of the track. So we're away here. Men's under 16 200-metre hurdles. Matthew Milius has jumped well. So too the South Australian Ferrante Tanakawa. So Ferrante Tanakawa on the inside of Milius. Now moving Badger as well from New South Wales on his outside. He's got company, Matthew Milius. Here comes Badger. Ferrante Tanakawa further back, but Milius now with 2 flights remaining. 1 more away from a national title. He's clean. Matthew Milius, he's home. On the outside there, Cameron Badger, the silver medalist. Ooh, he had some company out of the bend, Matthew Milius, but he just went from strength to strength over these final 3 flights, and that was impressive. Perfectly.
Nick, I think you called that right after the 5th hurdle.
Yeah, he just
Milius just pulled away from the
moved
field.
his way away. He had company absolutely at the top of the straight. Ferrante Tanakawa was one of them, of course, the sprint hurdles winner. And Bainbridge, I reckon, has got 3.
Look at the replay here, Nick. You've actually called this word for word exactly how it's played out.
So look, Ferrante Tanakawa, really aggressive early, but then he has to change legs, whereas, watch Matt Milius here. He stays on that right leg. He gets 7 strides through. He's strong. We saw his strength in the 400 metres. We saw his power in the long jump. And there, Badger, though, what a terrific run by him as well.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Bainbridge there, he's going to be a very happy bronze medalist. Look at the grin on the face of him.
He certainly is. 25.72 for him as well. 25.23 for Badger. And Matthew Milius, 24.87. He's your gold medalist. So, yeah, he's stoked down there, the Victorian, the fist pump. So it is deserved. Well done there, young man. That was a great race.
And after such a tough day the other day for Matt Milius, when I say tough, he picked up 2 medals in 2 events in about 20 minutes and was terrific. But he bounced back there wonderfully, like we knew he would. And he's a class athlete, the Victorian. Oh, and the rescue helicopter comes in.
All
just
right.
behind the trees there.
We hope everyone's okay at the track. Or whoever that may be for. And yeah, Nick, it's a good point. I mean, obviously we made a conversation about it in terms of Matthew Milius, the end of that race where he sort of stopped up and had to go back to the long jump and all these different varying little elements of what that race was. But clearly, Matthew learned a lot from that because I'll tell you, he ran about 20 metres past the line. So I'll be very happy with that one.
So I was just looking at it. I'm thinking about what he did the other day. So in about 3 hours.
Met silver.
So silver in the sprint hurdles, silver in the 400, bronze in the long jump. He won gold in
the
the
4x1.
Gold in the 4x1. No, I think in the end, what's his name beat him on countback. Dolman beat him on countback, and then the South Australian was
the South Australian did win.
The winner. I think Dolman beat him on countback. They jumped the same, I believe. And then he's come back now. There to take the 200-metre hurdle.
I hope he got extra luggage.
Yeah,
have you looked
he's
through
got
the
one.
rest
He's
of
got
the
one for each.
timetable?
He's got one for each of the members in his team. I saw Mum gave herself a wave on the screen there. That was cute before. I like that. I like that when the
fam gets
bit of screen time.
Will we see him in any more events this weekend?
That's what I was wondering. I saw Craig Ferber. I should have asked Craig Ferber as he walked past there.
Don't count him out. Clearly.
He's clearly good enough to do a multitude of things. I don't know whether he's going to triple jump here.
I don't think I've ever seen him triple jump.
200 metres.
There's a walk
no, we've
later.
seen that the 200 metres is finished. We've seen that, haven't we?
No,
there's a
that's
walk
today,
later.
200
actually.
metres today.
Yep.
Could be in there. The walk.
At 3:20.
Oh, no. There's so many events for him.
Yeah. See him in the walk later, I think.
I'm tired thinking about it.
So, next up is our women's under 16 200-metre hurdles. Angela Burford the New South Wales woman. She's in 1. Molly Raymond in 2. Sarah Stokes in 3. Caitlin O'Connell in 4. Angelina Costa in 5. Georgiana Giatsios in lane 6. Demi Bell in 7. Aisha Shave in 8. And Addison Farinazzo, she's in lane number 9. So a full field here again, which is great to see. And they're relatively around the same marker here, although Aisha Shave of the ACT, she's definitely one to watch second from the outside of the track.
She's had a busy couple of days as well. We've seen her in many events.
100 medalist and 100-metre hurdles final.
So she'll be looking for a gold. Giatsios as well from New South Wales. She'll be in the middle. And Molly Raymond. So it's a heavy New South Wales domination here with Aisha Shave basically disrupting the party, because our New South Wales women are all under 30 seconds. Farinazzo as well is a 28 runner on the outside. So this will be really close. I think Shave and Farinazzo has to run blind because she's out in lane 9. Shave gets the benefit of being on the inside of her, and then Molly Raymond, she'll spot them all room because she's in lane number 2. So depending on your preference, Nana, we were talking about this yesterday, do you want to see competitors, do you want to not see competitors? Depending on what their preferences are, these women will really base their race off that.
I feel like in 100, I don't want to see my competitors, but in a 2, my game plan is to like catch the person in front of me as quickly as possible. But every athlete's different.
So
we see Spider-Man on the screen today. Give us a little web.
Have a look at him. Imagine he just started shooting out. There he is.
Give us a wave,
Can
Spider-Man.
he hear us? I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, no.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Does whatever a Spider-Man can.
Where is he?
There you are.
There he is. Spidey. Yes!
Never show your identity.
No, don't show us who you are, Peter Parker. Where? I can't even see him in the actual crowd. But he's sitting down somewhere. That's just how good Spider-Man is.
You never know where
You
he
see him
is.
on his screen? He's not even here. He moves that quick, Spidey. Anyway, he's down here, is he? Okay. Might have to get him on an interview. No, then he reveal his identity. So, Burford, Raymond, Stokes, O'Connell, Costa, Giatsios, Bell, Shave, and Farinazzo. We're just... No, you'd be the best to talk about this. The spike's out, is it?
I think maybe she's missing a spike. Look at our officials.
Have a look at our officials. What an absolute legend.
Helping her out.
Yep. Has he given her some advice walking off as well, or has he just said...
Have fun out there.
Yeah, just have a great race. Here we go. The spikes are in the shoes. Burford, Raymond, Stokes, O'Connell, Costa, Giatsios, Bell, Shave, Farinazzo. There's some nervous bodies in front of us here. I'll be interested to know who they're supporting. Here we go. Women's under 16, 200 hurdles.
I reckon they're the Raymond fans here from the Shire. Or from there.
Oh, really good jump there for Molly Raymond on the inside of the track, but she's in pursuit now of Aisha Shave, so she's out there from the ACT. Raymond, though, blistering on that inside of the track. Shave out in front, though, from the nation's capital, so she's second closest to you here. Shave enters into it. Next up, Molly Raymond. So Raymond on the inside now, has some company on her shoulder there with Stokes. The Queenslander moving through Farinazzo, but Shave is out. She needs to get over cleanly. She does. Shave is away, and she's a national champion. Congratulations to you, Ava Shave, 28.26. The rest of them come through. We hope you're okay down there.
Mitch, we've just ridden the emotions here of Molly Raymond, who was flying through 9.5 flights. We've seen family and friends here ride the emotion of it. It was a brilliant run. She finishes the race off.
Oh, it's such a shame.
She'll bounce back from that because it was a terrific run. She was in that bronze medal position. But no doubt about our winner. You'll watch the replay here. The tall striding ACT athlete out wide. Look at her. She took the stagger quickly. Go back and then watch on the inside here, Mitch. It was a real battle in the minors.
Yeah, Molly Raymond. I mean, she threw everything at it.
You see this here. She's beautifully 9 striding through on that left leg. Doing everything right. She's got a New South Wales teammate adding it, and it was just her trail leg.
Well, congratulations to Sarah Stokes from New South Wales as well. She then is the recipient of the bronze. Aisha Shave, though, she was so impressive over those hurdles. Technically, Nick as well seems pretty sound.
She's a beautiful mover. I just can't wait to see her at the 400-metre hurdles.
So we're just waiting for this to flash up on our screens officially. Molly, we hope you're okay. And for those supporting and watching Molly, she has got up. She's walked across the line, so she's okay. Naturally, I'm sure a little upset with the result, but nothing to be upset about. Unfortunately, this happens here in Isabel Lewison-Rowe. Nana, she's had her first jump.
Another busy weekend.
Yeah.
High jump gold, straight to the long jump.
So she needed to do a little bit of work to get into that top 8 at the moment, Roy, which I'm sure her coaches will let her know.
Here's
But
Pilmer we've seen as well, who's seemed so busy this weekend.
Can't get over Gina Davey.
And Monique Williams in the heptathlon.
Yeah,
the winner.
too.
So the results are in for this under-16 hurdles. Aisha Shave, 28.21. Addison Farinazzo, the Queenslander, she was 28.99. And Sarah Stokes from New South Wales, she gets up for the bronze, 29.96 for her. So congratulations to all of our women. And a big shout out, unfortunate to hit the hurdle, Molly Raymer, but well done to cross the line. That's one thing that not everybody would do. So good to see she was able to get to her feet, and she'll be back next year with a vengeance, I'm sure.
So Pilmer launches out in that long jump. It's not far enough to improve at the moment.
So you'll see some long jumping action on your screen here. Nana all over it.
I know 2 6-metre jumps for Dave.
Yeah, well,
Davey.
her lifetime best was 6:04 before this, so
She had 2 BBs today.
yeah, which is massive. It's Alan, I think, the South Australian on the runway here in front of your screens.
Currently
So, yeah,
with
as
a
we
jump
said,
of 4:28 and 4:54. Hoping to improve.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Obviously, a lifetime best of 6:11. It's another leap from there to get to 6:20, but just for context, Amadovsky's locked in. She'll go for that World Under 20 long jump. The second spot at the moment belongs to Mia Skerry, who's also qualified for the heptathlon. So I would imagine that would be a hard double in Peru.
Potentially sometime.
So maybe, just maybe, if we can find someone to jump 6:20, there's a spot on a World Junior team here in this women's under 18 long jump.
Waiting for you, a plane ticket.
To Peru.
Have you been to Peru, Mitch?
Never done South America, Nana. It's on my list, though.
Nick's going, oh, you've been to South America?
I would love to go.
Amazing part of the world. I was very fortunate either side of the Rio Olympics and Paralympics to go there. Did via Florida, so did it really well.
Japers. Miami.
Spent time in Chile as well. A friend of mate of mine bought property, surfing property to surf in Nicaragua.
Oof.
So
I get right around that. This might be Gina.
This is Darcy.
No, so we got Darcy and Davey. Well, that's confusing. Both Victorians. 5:35 her best.
Maybe just about 5 metre mark.
Yeah, I'm not qualified to call these anymore. I've lost
It's
my
an
right.
estimate
I've
now.
lost my right to guess these.
If it's in the pit,
Yeah,
we'll allow
I've
it.
lost my right to guess these, I think.
currently in 7th place.
If my information in front of me is correct, we've got our under 16 3,000 metre walk, our under 14 3,000 metre walk, and our under 15 3,000 metre walk on here. So I'm
16 and 15, just 16 and 15.
So just 16 and 15.
So I'm not sure what you've got. I've got 16 and 15. Well, I'm now really puzzled, Mitch. What you've got?
No, I think yours. I think yours.
I think
is right.
Nick might be right.
I think yours is right.
2010, 2009.
I'm going to switch that.
That's all right. We're just warming up here today. Now, a little bit fresher again, Nana.
The wind's still
We've touched wood a lot this week, but no evidence of rain.
Oh, Nick, now that you've said that,
Can't say the word.
Yeah, I've just seen Tom Thorpe down there getting the bike ready again.
He loves the bike. There's no need for it, I heard, actually. He brought it from Melbourne.
He was actually rushing around last night because he was going to a concert, so he needed to get everything before he could go.
Do you reckon, though, like, how else are those official cards going to get from one spot to each to the penalty zone?
Well, no, I think he does need the bike. He clearly enjoys it.
I think he likes the me time.
He didn't like the screen time yesterday.
Yeah, he did so. He
So we're
thanked
going
me
to do it
later.
again, 2 days in a
I'm a
row.
man behind the scenes, Mitch. You know that.
Give us a wave if you can, Tom Thorpe.
He's not even listening to us. He's acting like he's sore. He hasn't done anything.
He hasn't slept. That's the problem.
What could he be sore from?
You're sore when you don't sleep, Mitch.
Yeah.
Old age.
Hey. We're the same age. Still a spring chicken. So, under 16, under 15 race walkers are behind the line. Lizzie Lewison-Rowe as well on the runway for her third attempt in this long jump. And so, I'll read through these names as they make their way around, because it is a deep field. We've got 13 under 16 competitors and 11 under 15 competitors by the looks of things.
12, I think.
12?
Yep.
All right, so 12.
13 and 12.
And 13. Good numbers.
So, Mitch, from the inside, we've got Mietta Morgan, the Victorian, Stella Pinchas of New South Wales, Grace Marin of South Australia, Matilda Webb, New South Wales, Maisie Mitchell, New South Wales, Isabel Curtis, WA, Emma Grocott, ACT, Lucy Johns, Victoria, Emma Herndon, New South Wales, Katika Borsic, WA, Chelsea Island, WA, Jessica Loring, New South Wales, and Olivia Bolton, Queensland. They are hit numbers 1 to 13, and they will be in your under 16 age group as Isabel Lewison-Rowe launches in the long jump out to mid-fives. There we are there. So then in the under 15 age group, got Matilda Reck of South Australia, Bethany Moore Kirkland, Queensland, Michaela McDonald, Queensland, Alexis Teely of South Australia, Sophie Polkinghorn from New South Wales, Matilda Reid, Victoria, Hannah Matthews, Victoria, Eliza Kelly, Queensland, Trinity Doulis, WA, Emma Hoskins, New South Wales, Macy Devine, Tasmania, and Lexi Beecroft, New South Wales. And it's action and plenty on the track as Spider-Man walks past us in the booth up here.
I can't believe he's revealed his identity.
I know, he's taking the mask off.
Don't worry, Spider-Man, we'll never reveal it.
So look, we've got two age groups here, Mitch. We saw yesterday the two gold medalists in the boys used each other to get to a fast time. But here it is out. We see the windsock there showing there's just a little bit of breeze, a little bit of cross breeze for these walkers this morning. Izzy Lewison-Rowe launched out to 5.76 to be second behind Gina Davey in that long jump. So currently sitting behind Gina Davey, 6.11, monstrous jump in the first round, lifetime best, as you so well said there. So we've got a breakaway here in this walk. Grab the hip numbers as they come past us next time. But they've gone through one lap so far in this 3,000 metre walk, Mitch. So 7.5 laps, and that's one lap in.
I think that might be Sophie Polkinghorn, if I'm going to make a guess.
It is Sophie Polkinghorn, so it's the under 15 athlete that's in the lead. Those distinctive pink glasses. She makes her way down with about a 20 metre lead on this first lap, so she does come in with a fantastic seed time this season. So she's been sub 14 minutes, which is actually quicker than what the boys walked yesterday, Mitch. So she is a talented walker. So
yeah, she is.
So Sophie Polkinghorne out in front. Next through there is Maisie Mitchell, who is the is the New South Wales under-16 competitor on the outside of teammate Matilda Webb. Sitting behind them, there's Olivia Bolton. She's also in the under-16 age group. And then next through there looks to be Emma Hoskins of New South Wales, with also Jessica Loring in the mix, plus Emma Grocott of ACT and Emma Herndon of New South Wales. But Mitch, Sophie Polkinghorne with a good break here as they've gone through 700 metres.
Yeah, so it'll be an interesting watch. The championship record is 13:40, so her lifetime best of 13:48. If she can improve on that, she might be able to put her names in the record books here in Adelaide. So she's also under 15, keep in mind, so she is still young. That's an under 16 record. So Polkinghorne, she's up there and she's moving away. And she is the fastest in this field by quite some margin. And as you said, Nick, she is faster than what we've seen our men walk. And that's not uncommon in the race walking. Our younger women tend to be a bit faster than our young men. They're technically a little bit more sound and they're a little bit faster over the track.
And it's faster than I ran along the Torrens this morning as well. That's more concerning.
Oh, you couldn't get a day without talking about your running schedule.
That was more concerning. So she's doing a wonderful job out there. I just worked out the pace she was walking at. I hadn't ever actually thought about it, Mitch.
No,
13:48.
It's blistering.
So very impressive.
No, it is, because I always think, like, and particularly when we watch the 5K walk, go run a 5K and see how fast you can go, because a lot of the time these best walkers, they'll put you to sleep. They'll be
Jemima's
a mile
running.
ahead. Yeah, watch Jemima, watch Declan, watch these guys walk. And
so she's putting on a clinic here though, Sophie Polkinghorne. So the gap's extended out now to probably just on 45 metres. So next through those two chasing athletes, there's three now in that chasing pack there. So Webb, Mitchell, and also the New South Wales athlete there in Loring. So they are actually at the moment gold, silver and bronze in the 16 age group. So it's a cracker of a race there at the moment, with also Bolton not far behind. So second, third, fourth and fifth on the track are the top four in the 16s age group. And then Grocott comes through next. So our second competitor at the moment in the 15s would be hit number 23, and that would be Emma Hoskins. So she's doing a good job there. And I'll try and pick up next time around who our third place getter would be currently in the under 15 age group.
So Polkinghorne, she's up the track and gone. So they're going to take a lot to get after her. Nick, you said it beautifully. This is an absolute barnstorm we're behind. It's Mitchell, Webb and Loring, all from New South Wales as well. The top four on the track are all New South Wales competitors. Queensland are not too far away from them either, actually. So
that's Bolton.
Yeah, she's walking really well there too. Got a little bit of room either side of her, but certainly as this race continues to get deeper and deeper, it'll be harder to keep her away. So it's Polkinghorne though out in front. Cannot see that changing, just how well she's walking. Webb is in front of Mitchell, and then a little bit of room to Loring, but not much at all. And then back there is the rest of the field. So Polkinghorne, though, you can see the officials, they're all having a good look at her and they're saying, wow, she's looking smooth.
Yeah, so through 1,300 metres now. So when we get down to the back straight, we'll be able to tell what we are at halfway. So that'll tell us, it'll be 4 laps to go here. So the old mile to go when they come past us. But when they get to the back straight, we'll keep a check there and see whether she's on that championship record pace, Nana.
Lily Smart in the under-18 women's long jump has just jumped herself to second place with a 5.90, so it is a very close competition.
Hot competition. So what's that put her just about 14 centimetres in front of Lewis and Rowe, and still behind Gina Davey, the competition leader. So as you look in front of us now, there are your 1, 2 and 3 in the under-16 age group. So it's the New South Wales ladies. They are first, second and third on the track in their age group respectively. That is Webb, Mitchell, and also, as we said, Loring. And then behind them chasing is the Queenslander Bolton. Also in the mix there, Grocott now comes through, the ACT athlete. And I think the time there, Mitch, was about 6:55. So she's just outside championship record pace at the moment, but walking wonderfully well. So 23 now comes through again. That's Hoskins. Next through will be Herndon, the New South Wales athlete. Third place getter at the moment in that age group down below would be 15. That's Moore Kirkland, the Queenslander. So Moore Kirkland, the Queenslander, Her challenger back behind her will be Hannah Matthews in 4th place on the track at the moment in the under 15 age group, Mitch.
So it's Polkinghorne in control. That's undisputable. And Nick, as you said, she's just outside that championship record of 13:40. So she'll be thinking that in the back of her head. I'm not sure if she was aware of it before the race started. Some athletes tend to look, some don't. I'm unsure of where Polkinghorne's standing is on that, but she is starting to increase this tempo ever so slightly, the New South Wales athlete. So she's entering at the top of your home straight if you are trying to get a look at where our race leader is. Next one up there is Webb. These three haven't been moved whatsoever. It's been Webb on the inside, then to Mitchell, and then to Loring. And in that order has not changed over the last 3 to 4 laps. So they're now still just trying to move away from the rest of the field. They've done a good job. They're in a good group. It's a lot easier to walk in a pack, being able to push the tempo, than sometimes it is out on your own. Making it look easy, though, out in front is Polkinghorne. And Nick, she's a smooth moving operator. I'm sure some of our walkers, our senior walkers, are watching this at the moment, and I'm sure they'd be very impressed with what they see in these junior walking ranks.
Yep, so 3 laps to go as now your battle for gold in the under 16 age group hots up a little bit. They're trying to shake off Jessica Loring for the first time. That's the 2 athletes there in Mitchell and Webb. So they've tried to put a little gap. It's only 3 metres. It's minimal at the moment. And Bolton hasn't lost contact. She's only about 40 metres back behind them. Grocott for the ACT. She's doing a good job here at the moment in 5th place in the under 16 race walk. And then we have a plethora of athletes coming down the main straight here. So the minor medals on the under 15 category are well and truly up for grabs. The first of the competitors that will come through is going to be Hoskins. So Hoskins, the New South Wales athlete, currently 2nd on the track in that age group. Sitting behind her now is the Queenslander trying to make her move into 2nd place, and that's Moore Kirkland. Behind that's Herndon, who's back in that older age group. And then behind them, latching on and not far away now at all, is Matthews, the Victorian. Good walk in there from Pinchers of New South Wales. Through next will be 19, it's Matilda Reid of Victoria. On her inside is 17, which is Teely. Behind that, number 25, Beecroft. I wonder if that's the same family name. Good walk genes there. Borsick from WA goes past us next. The Victorian in Lucy Johns moves past. Then Grace Marin. And what the Queenslander there, I think that was Michaela McDonald that's gone past us just in front of Eliza Kelly. The first of the Tasmanians, the only Tasmanian, I believe, in this field here now makes their way past us. That's Macy Devine walking well there. And then we've got the West Australians. It looks like Trinity Doulis, who's just trucking behind Isabel Curtis. So that's your whole field, Mitch. We've given everyone a plug here as we get 2 laps to go here for your race leader, Sophie Polkinghorne.
So well done, Nick. Got every name in there, which is impressive. This battle behind Polkinghorne, though, is the one that's really of interest at the moment because she's away. Matilda Webb is still leading out Maisie Mitchell. And then our other New South Wales competitor in Loring, just a little bit of room back to these 2 in front. So they'll continue to battle it out. They're in that under 16 event, and she's been good, Bolton, the Queenslander, but she's a little bit further back from that medal position at the moment. So they move their way around, and as they continue on here, it's been impressive. And I'm going to throw to you, Nana. You have an update for us here, I believe. So
Nana's been thrown under the bus here in the box.
Not wanting to do that update.
We're trying to give her a pronunciation lesson from Nana Adomo Owusu Afriye, who's decided to avoid one of the long names in the field. Yeah. But look at the field here as they come down in the race walk. This is an absolute ripper here. Mitch, look at the pack here that's forming in the minor medals. In the minor medals here in the under 15 age group.
Yeah, so Nick, it is interesting. It's heating up. It's starting to fracture. It's completely fractured. In fact, that group that was, moving so well together of those New South Wales competitors, they've now really learned their positioning. So
but this is the minors here though for the under 15. This is the minors for the under 15 that just went past us, Mitch. The group of 4, they're 2nd, 3rd, 4th all together.
Look how wide they're going to go on the track as well, Nick, to just find their room. So they're going to have less than 800 metres remaining now. That one's going to shape up to be rather quick. And if you're looking for the gold medalist in that event at the moment, I can tell you she's got 450 metres remaining. So she'll need to have a big last lap to get that championship record. I'm not going to say that it's impossible. I'm going to say that it's going to take a fair bit of effort.
She won't get there from there, but she's walking magnificently.
So Polkinghorne is the leader. She's your overall leader and leading this under 15 event. Next one up here leading your under 16s is going to be Matilda Webb, then Maisie Mitchell. That goes back to Jessica Loring. And as you said, Nick, on that back straight, that big cluster of athletes is now separated out to 3, and they're battling it out for the minors in that under 15 event.
They are, Mitch. So Polkinghorne now hits the back straight. She's moving really well. We've heard the bell now go through for the 2nd, 3rd and 4th place getters that you called so well, the 3 New South Wales girls in that under 16 age group. So they are the 3 at the moment. Walking past us now is also Bolton, the Queenslander. We're just trying to get a set of eyes now on 2nd and 3rd. Polkinghorne, as you see her go down the back straight, she's actually only 100 metres short of lapping silver and 3rd in her age group. That shows the dominance in her age group in this walk today. So the under 15 walk, 200 metres to go for Sophie Polkinghorne. The under 16s have about 300 metres remaining. So down the straight here, I'm just going to try and grab these as they go through. The one that's thrown me here, and she has, Hoskins, I reckon, has thrown the cap off at one stage. Is that right? Or is she in the next group now? So she's moved back to that next group. So it comes through now as they're fast finishing. It looks to be Hannah Matthews now is on the heels here of Matilda Reid. So are they now moved into 2nd and 3rd, I think, Mitch? Are they both going to get the bell here? They are. So the 2 Victorians have moved into 2nd and 3rd, and they've got the Queenslander there now in Moore Kirkland on their heels. But it's your race walk winner here, under 15, Polkinghorne. Watch her make her way down now in lane number 3. She's moved to the outside. She's been dominant from the outset. She's going to be a tick over 14 minutes. Don't worry about championship records. This is a national championship title. Sophie Polkinghorne, take a bow. That is a magnificent win. Wonderful race walking. She ended up about 80 metres in front. Our under 16 race walk winner now is going to come through, and that's going to be Matilda Webb. So Matilda Webb's going to take the gold medal. She's been terrific. The 3 of them walked for about 2.5 kilometres together before they split apart. Webb broke them apart there. Mitchell's going to be through for silver in that under 16 age group, and a wonderful walk the whole way around there from Jessica Loring of New South Wales will take the bronze. Bolton looks like she'll be next, the Queenslander. She'll be 4th across the line in our 16 age group. So first Queenslander coming through now, and we're going to have to keep a really close eye now on what's going to happen in silver and bronze. Is it those 2 Victorians that we saw, but they seem to make a big move in that last K? I think it is, Mitch. It surprised me when I saw the 2 of them together because she's been come from a long way back, but we'll wait and see confirmation they come through. Matilda Reid, I hadn't called in the top 5 at any stage in that age group, so she's come from a long way back. They hit the straight now. We've got a couple more finishes here.
No, Nick, I think that's her for sure. She's out wide here as well.
So Grocott here is going to finish next in the under 16 age group, and that's looked like it's going to be a Victorian 2 and 3 here. Ooh. So they're moving down well. Reid's gone a long way wide, and there's a last dash here from Hannah Matthews. So Reid looks at her watch. Matthews has got the head down, having one last dip at it. But this is the hip numbers 19 and 20. They are going to be your silver and bronze medalists, if I'm not wrong here. I believe they will be.
Got it, Nick.
It's going to be Matilda Reid of Victoria. Very good race walking there, about 20 seconds inside her lifetime best. Hannah Matthews about the same amount inside her lifetime best. Next through the line there would be the tall figure from New South Wales in Herndon. Terrific race walking there from Moore Kirkland, who was thereabouts in the under 15s for a long time. Next through will be Pinches from New South Wales. Now comes through the New South Wales athlete that I saw walking so well for so long there in Hoskins, and also number 25 there will be Beecroft. So those 2 finish next. They were gutsy early on. The West Australian through now, Borsick, and also the South Australian. The South Australian with a strong finish here in Teely. She's going to be right on her personal best. She's equalled it in 16:23. A long way to go around. Absolutely equal your personal best. The Victorian Lucy Johns through next. Michaela McDonald of Queensland has smashed her personal best. She'll be a minute inside hers. So big stories right through the field here, Mitch. It's not just about the winners. The Queenslander next to come through, Eliza Kelly. She's about 20 seconds inside her best time. Grace Marin, South Australia, finishes next. And then we've got I believe we've got 5 more to get round on the track here. But plenty of action here in the 15 and 16 race walk, Mitch. I'm gonna pop out of the box for a minute. I've got some coaching duties on the warm-up track.
Yep.
And I will see you guys in about 45 minutes to an hour.
Off you go, Nicholas. Good luck. So, no, we've got our field updates as we see the rest of our walkers make their way through. You've got one here for us.
Do I now?
I think.
Firstly, I'd like to apologise for my hideous laugh before.
So would you like me to do this one, or would you like to take this one?
I would like you to do the
Okay,
honours.
so our women's under 15 pole vault. It looks like we've only got one remaining. She's been clear at every height. It's Nasini Rajapaksa Mudia Salaje. And
I couldn't
she's
have said
there.
it better myself,
Yep,
honestly.
she is your leader at the moment. Only one remaining in this competition as well at 265. So she is the last one there in that competition. And Nana, you can do the update of the long jump. I feel like that's more your pace.
That is my event. Now the under-18 women's have just started their 4th attempt in their final round with Davies still in front, Lily Smart and
Isabel Lewison-Rowe.
place. And we've just seen Darcy from Victoria take her final attempt.
Yeah, so well done, Nana. Good pronunciation.
Thank you. Something I need to work on.
So Ruby Darcy, I think she's just had her 4th round attempt. So this will be their last round here. Dakota Ritchie.
On the runway.
So she's jumped 5:36. 76 gets her on a podium, or gets her equal with a podium. The Queenslander. You can see the clock next to them. They get a minute.
And I think in the high jump they get 3 minutes.
Well, they get 3, I think, when you're the last one. So if you're the last one jumping, there's no one else in the comp. I think that's when you get 3.
3 minutes to jump or 3-minute break?
3 minutes to jump. So you would have remembered yesterday we had a couple jumping and then they'll restart.
Billy, the under-16 high jump winner.
So here we go, the Queenslander on the runway. Ooh, so it look like a clean jump.
And we have a white flag, so safe. You can never tell from up here what they're jumping.
No,
you can
it's
only
so difficult.
tell the meters, but not to the centimetre.
Do you want to have a guess, Nana?
5:47.
Okay, let's see how close we are. So her competition best is 5:36. We'll wait for this to pan up on our screen. Dakota Ritchie, the Queenslander, 5:29. So
you can never tell.
You were close there, Nana. Well done to the young Queenslander, 5:29. And Mia Madden-Khan
He's next on the runway with the best of 5:46.
incredibly consistent series, 46 in the third, 45 in the second, 42 in the first. So continues to increase the distance.
I think we'll get a white flag for that. Yes, we did.
So we hope everybody in the stadium enjoying what we see on the stream here via 7+.
5:29 for Khan. We've just seen Monique Williams, the heptathlon champion, take her final attempt.
So now it gets interesting, doesn't it, Nana? Not that it's not always interesting, but Amaya Mearns, she's in 4th at the moment, 5:74. She needs to improve upon Isabel Lewison's-Rowe, 5:76, to put herself in the medals. To get a silver, she needs over 5:90. To get the gold, she's going to need to launch over 6:11. Now, the last round of our leading competitors has proved to be the best round across the whole championship. So let's see what we can see here from Mearns.
We've seen Mia, we've seen Chris.
Can happen to anyone. Maybe it's the turn for Mia Mearns. So obviously Mia. Scary. She's in that second qualifying spot for the World Juniors with a 6:20. Nana's fan club moves on through the commentary booth as well.
No, I'm a fan of him.
Oh.
Under 16
This
high
is a
jump winner.
jumper. So here we go. Maya Mearns of Queensland. She's in 4th here. With a focus on the runway. Here we go. Maya Mearns. She was the anchor leg. Oh, she's a fair way behind the board there.
Yes. Slightly behind.
So she was that anchor leg of that winning 4x100 metre relay we saw last night, which was blistering.
And they also had a long jumper.
They did. Their
first runner.
Their first runner was, that's right. Their first runner had to go back. And I think the first runner came 4th in the long jump as well.
So 5:54. That will keep her in 4th position for this competition.
So everyone jumping from here is a medalist. What medal they get is up to them.
Indeed.
5:76 is good enough for Lewis and Rowe to remain in that bronze medal position. Anything 5:90 plus is a silver, and anything 6:11 plus is a gold.
We're looking for that 6:20 for that World Junior qualifier.
Ultimate professional, Lewis and Rowe. Look at this. Here you go. So we want the clap.
If you're in the crowd.
So the clap here for Lewis and Rowe. She's going to get everybody involved. She's had a busy schedule here. And now she has one last attempt at the long jump. Lewis and Rowe. Ooh, got plenty behind the
Tell you
board.
what that is from here.
It'll be a clean jump.
White flag.
So white flag. So Isabel Lewis and Rowe, I think she'll stay in that bronze medal position. I don't think, without seeing it, it'll improve on that 5:76 we saw in the 3rd round. Now, she's a 6:13 jumper at an absolute best. Probably a fresh set of legs and not a week full of competition behind her. And 5:50 for the 4th round. So she'll stay in the bronze medal. Another medal for young Lewis and Rowe. And up next, Lily Smart, your South Australian. She got out to a 5:90 in the 3rd round. What has she got in her? Can she improve on that 6:11 Gina Davey, Victorian gold medalist at the moment?
Still wins for her jump, so it'll be interesting to see what she pops out.
Really smart, the South Australian. At the top of the runway now. If you've wanted to tune in, or if you're South Australian and you couldn't get here and you wanted to watch the long jump, here's a treat for you. Lily Smart.
Ooh, that looked like a big jump.
That's not bad. Again, though, I don't know if it improves on that 5:90 we saw in round 2. Her best is a 5:96, so even at her best, she still would have been a silver medalist. Got great height.
Just behind the board as we watch the replay.
Very technically
and
quite a nice jump in the air.
5:50 for her final jump for Lily Smart.
So Gina Davey, she's your gold medalist, as we see. Tom Gamble, he's been here from the start as well, the Victorian team manager. Great sprinter in his day, Tommy Gamble. He'll be in the Bahamas as well for that World Relay squad that's yet to be announced.
Yes, but a great mentor for the men and women on the Australian team.
Jeez, Nana, you were close. 5:49. You have you picked that? That's amazing.
The Oracle eyes.
Yeah, the Oracle eyes.
You've got to get one right.
We're bound to get one right, aren't we? So Gina Davey, what can she do here? She's already jumped a lifetime best in round 1. She followed it up with a 6:03 and a 5:94. So she'll be jumping for something special here, the Victorian. Here we go. Gina Davey on the runway. Makes her way down. Good speed to the board. Oh, it's huge, but I think it's a foul. Unfortunate. Your national champion, though, there, Gina Davies. Wow, what a jump that was. I mean, I know over the board. Let's look at the replay. How far over was she? Oh, she'll be a bit over here, I think.
About a stride, yeah, well over the board. Oh, ooh, close. That's why we have the officials down there, not us.
That is incredibly close. Look at the height. My goodness, that would have been another 6 metre jump.
I wonder if we can cheekily measure that.
I think she's asking the question. She wants to see if it was an actual foul. You can see down here with our officials, Gina Davies.
Down there.
She knew that was big, Gina Davies, so she's going to do everything she can to ask. She said, I thought I'd just check.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I thought I'd just ask the question, the Victorian. So look how close that is. That's why we have some of the best officials in the world. Great job to spot that.
And into a minus 1.1, so very big jump.
That is a... Anyway, she's jumped her lifetime best, 6'11", to get a national title. So well done to you, Gina. Some great jumping indeed. The next one on the track is our para under-17 1500 metre championship. Our wheelchair competitors, Coco Espy and Madison Kent. We've seen them on the track numerous times. These two. And now they're going to do battle over the metric mile. Here we go. So we're away in racing. It's our women's under-15 para, or under-17 para 1500. Apologies. Coco Espy of New South Wales and Madison Kent of Western Australia. So these two have been battling all weekend long. Coco Espy, a T33 competitor. Madison Kent, a T53 competitor. And they do have varying levels of personal bests, but obviously being in two different categories in this para qualification, it'll come down to percentages. So Coco Espy and Madison Kent. Espy out in front here from Kent, New South Wales competitor. Espy has been great across the whole weekend. I think she's had some lifetime bests in and amongst her round of competitions. And Madison Kent, the Western Australian too, she'll want to try and get under that 6:41 lifetime best she has.
Yesterday at dinner, I was actually talking to some Australian athletics officials and coaches, and what I learnt is that our para-wheelchair athletes, this is not their favourite track. They want something a little harder so it makes the bike glide easier along. So Adelaide being quite a soft track, they see some slower times, and it's a lot harder to get some PBs in these events.
There you go. So they'll do the best they can to try and get after them on this slower track of all the tracks across the country. And out in front, though, Coco Espy doing a great job to certainly make it look fast, I'll tell you that much. So she's doing a great work there out there. Madison Kent as well in that second position. They'll come around through the first 400 metres. That'll be about a minute 40. It is right on it there for Coco Espy. So Coco Espy goes through a minute 40. I'd say Kent will go through around a minute 50, maybe just a touch over. Yeah, about 151, 152 for her. So Coco Espy still out in front here and doing a great job. 458.2 is her lifetime best, but as Nana said, they would have been hoping for a little bit of a faster track for them. So if she can get there, it'll be an even more impressive race for her. So Espy out in front, Kent in second. She'll come up 500 metres into this race, so 1 kilometre remaining for her. Espy well under that. And you know, T33 competitor, well, she'll come through this start-finish line for the second last time in a moment. So too Maddie Kent, with less than 1 kilometre to go. So Coco Espy here, we can see our high jumpers warming up down there as well. Some of our hammer throw competitors too. Pole vaulters in the middle of the track. So plenty of field happening at the same time. Coco Espy now though. She'll come down here with 800 metres to go. And she'll stop the clock there at about 2:53. Will be a split with 800 to go. So she's moving well, is Coco Espy. And Madison Kent of WA, she'll come down here with 800 metres to go shortly herself. So Kent, the Western Australian, doing a really good job. Espy now 3:15 through the first 800 metres for her. As we see now, Madison Kent of Western Australia, 800 metres remaining, or just under for her now, in this women's under-17 para 1500 metre championship of Australia. And it's Coco Espy with 600 metres to go. Get a really good idea of where she's at when she comes down to the bell lap. As Nana said, maybe not necessarily the conditions for a personal best, but we'll keep it in mind anyway. No, I think she might be a little out of it here in Adelaide, but that's okay because she's really wheeling well. So Coco Espy, she's out here. And she'll have 500 metres remaining for her 1,500 metre event here. So they've been busy across the whole weekend, these two. They've been battling it out the entire week here at the Australian National Championships. We're in day number 8. 101st edition brought to you by Chemist Warehouse. And it's Coco Espy who will get the sound of the bell. So Coco Espy has 400 metres to go. Madison Kent with 600. And Espy now really going hard around this bend. Pick up time and pick up some speed. She's done a great job over the back end of this 1,500. She's gone from strength to strength. Madison Kent now will have 500 metres to go. And Espy, as I've said, a T33 competitor, Kent a T53 competitor. So 2 different categories of wheelchair racing out here for the women's under-17 para 1,500. Both doing a great job. So Coco Espy with 200 metres to go. Madison Kent about to come down here and hear the sound of the bell. She'll have 400 metres remaining. So great work for her, Madison Kent. 450 metres to go here in her 1,500 metre campaign at the Australian National Championships. Next up, still moving well, is Espy. She's got 150 metres to go until she's done here this morning. So she'll round into the home straight here. Coco Espy of New South Wales. And she'll come down and stop the clock shortly. So Coco Espy of New South Wales has 100 metres to go here for our women's para under-17, 1,500 metres. Well done, Coco. You have 50 metres remaining here for your national championship of the 1,500. Hands together here for Coco Espy. Well done. She'll stop the clock just under 6 minutes or maybe around it. Nope, just under it. Well done. So she's finished here, Coco Espy, and Madison Kent still on the track up the back straight. She'll have 250 metres to go here for her national championships. And wheeling really well. Well done to you, Coco. At a stop there now, past the finish line. And Madison Kent still with 200 metres to go here for her 1,500 metres. So she'll also just be outside of a lifetime best. But great wheeling in Adelaide this morning. Probably one of the colder mornings we've seen here across the 8 days of the National Championships. Touch wood, still no rain, which is impressive. Although I hope I haven't commentators cursed that one for all of you who are sitting out there not under the grandstand. But 120 metres remaining here for Madison Kent of Western Australia, our T53 wheelchair competitor in this under-17 para 1,500 metre championships. Well done to you, Madison. Less than 100 metres to go now. And really starts to drive forward towards this finish line. So well done, Madison. 50 metres remaining here for our women's under-17 para 1,500. And she'll be, as I said, outside of a lifetime best. But a great performance here in Adelaide. So she's been busy across the whole week as Madison Kent. And she'll finish off her 1,500 metres. Well done, just under 7:30. Done and dusted for the 1,500. Well done to you. And congratulations to both our competitors, Coco Espy and Madison Kent. So our women's para under-17 1,500 metres is done. Up next, our men's para under-17 1,500. And I think we've combined this under-17 and under-15 together. So we'll have a double going at it this morning. And if you are joining us, welcome, good morning to the 7+ stream. Big shout out to all the gentlemen around the track doing great work. Producer Nick behind me here. He's been the man. He's really been the man of the last 8 days. He's doing a great job, making me sound a lot smarter, that's for sure. So they're up next. It's the 101st edition of this Australian National Championships brought to you by Chemist Warehouse. As we said, plenty of field action
on the track at the moment. Looks like we've got pole vault, high jump, and could be shot put, hammer throw. We've got it all moving on the inside of the track, in fact. So plenty happening here on day number 8, morning number 8, it should be said. Girls under 15 pole vault. We've got girls under 17 high jump. And then I reckon we've got the girls under 16 shot put. And they're warming up. So they're making their way around to the start line. It's the combination of the two. It's the men's under 17 and under 15. Yeah, men's under 17, under 15, 1500 metre final. And yeah, that'll be it. So you can see them. They're going to be fractioned into 2. So hip number 1, or maybe I'll call them as they get a little bit closer. Our young men, they're much like we saw in our women's under 17 para event. They've been competing against one another all weekend long, a week long. I've got to stop saying weekend because it's not the weekend anymore. It's been a week of great athletics here in South Australia, the festival state, the sporting capital of the world over the last 3 weeks, from Gather Round to this, to then LIV Golf this weekend as well. So Adelaide really turned it on. Beautiful part of the world here in South Australia. So hip number 1 from New South Wales. This is your under 17 competitors, Dominic Baker. Then it goes to Heath Otto, the Queenslander, Lawrence Todd, the Victorian, and Maximos Papakostantinou. We saw Todd and Papakostantinou and Otto all going at it yesterday across the sprints. Our men's under 15, Tommy McGough. We saw him in that 100. Gilly Lumbie, Archie Dixon, and Xavier Wilson. They were also all competing in that para 100 metres yesterday. And so we're going to throw down to Nana, who has the winner of our women's long jump. And Nana, we're curious to know, how good does that personal best feel?
I'm here with Gina Davies, the winner of the under 18 long jump. Mitchell just said, how good does it feel to finally jump over 6'10" and get the national title?
Oh, it's amazing. I've been wanting to get over 6:04 for a while now. And to get it on my first jump was just, I was over the moon.
We were watching your 4th attempt. It looked like a very big jump. Sadly, it was a foul. What was the conversation you had with the official when you were looking at the computer screen?
Oh, well, he actually asked me if I wanted to protest first, and I was like, oh, okay. It was like the tiniest bit over, but I was just happy that I knew I could jump that far, and I'm happy with how well I did on the last one.
Well, I'd like to congratulate you. I'm sure we're going to see you go well over that 6'10" mark many times over the next couple of years. Congratulations to Gina Davies, your under 18 long jump winner.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, great shout there, Nana. Great to hear from Gina as well. So, yeah, so if you get asked if you want to protest, I don't know too many that would say no. So I can understand now why Gina was so intently looking at that computer screen. If it's just a margin, I mean, it looked big. It looked like it was out over that 6'10" marker again. So great to hear from her saying she's been trying to get over that 6:04. She's held that lifetime best for a little while now. So great to see Gina Davey get out over that in the first round. We talked about the psyche of what that looks like yesterday, as it's Willis, the New South Welshman. He's about to enter into the ring here for our hammer throw competition. And that's our men's under 18 hammer throw as well. So let's keep a close eye on that. And our men's para 1500 metre runners, they'll get to this start line shortly. So it is. It's our men's under 18 hammer throw. Stepping into the ring in a moment's time. I'm always curious to see what the qualification looks like across these events in that under 20. Nobody got it, but it's throwing a 6K hammer. I don't think these under 18 men throw the 6 kilo hammer. They don't. So they can't qualify here anyway. So it's still a great field. Owen Wang, William Willis, who's in the ring. Lachlan McGowan, Heath Abbott, the New Zealander, Alex Goetz, Xavier Luema, Maverick Wilson, what a name that is, Jaden Yu, Connor Hopgod, and Kai Garrett. So this is it's actually a really class group out there, it must be said. Our high jumpers are going, our women's under 17 high jump at that. They're all making light work of 150 here at the moment, so nobody to miss just yet. And as I've said, it's our final of the men's para under 17 and under 15 combined 1500. And so we're off here. It's the combined under 17, under 15 men's para 1500 metres. A lot of these men have competed against one another all week long, like we saw in our women's. They were in that 100 yesterday as well, a big group of them. So we'll call them as they make their way through. So out quickly in this under 15 event, Xavier Wilson, the New South Welshman. He's got some company though. Under 17's Lawrence Todd, the Victorian. He's behind him. Then it goes to Archie Dixon. And then a little bit further back is Thomas McGough. So these four, they're going to work together. As I said, a couple of these medalists yesterday across that 100, so they've got this real breadth. I think it might be Maximos Papakonstantinou, the New South Welshman. He's a bit further off this leading pack, but they're split up here at the moment. So moving around now in that under 17 event, it's Lawrence Todd. Xavier Wilson in second. He's got Archie Dixon with him, and Thomas McGough. They're all under 15 competitors. So leading out Lawrence Todd. Next up, Maximos Papakonstantinou. Then to Heath Otto. And then our Victorian there in Gilly Lumby as well, doing a great job down this home straight. And then our next Victorian, we'll get him as he makes his way through. In fact, it might be Dominic Baker from New South Wales. I think it might be. So Dominic now enters into this home straight. But out in front, Lawrence Todd. He is leading. So Baker here, he'll come through his opening 300 metres and he'll come through here well. So he's a 9:53 runner at his best. So we'll keep an eye out for these times as well. I'll be sure to bring them to you if they are on their lifetime best. It's Lawrence Todd though out in front. He's now made a bit of a gap on the back of this field. This group of three is going to be in pursuit. Next up there is Archie Dixon. So he's currently the fastest in this under 15 event. But as I said, this will come down to percentage after. So it's not necessarily who crosses the line first. It is all based down to their different categories. And then that is worked out to be a percentage. So next one here, Lawrence Todd. He's a T20 athlete. Then Dixon, a T38 athlete. Followed by Xavier Wilson, a T17 athlete. And Tommy McGough, he's also a T20 athlete. So we can see the different categories there. Maximos Papakonstantinou, he's next, a T35 competitor. And he's into this home straight now as well. And then that goes back to Heath Otto, our Queenslander. He's a T37 competitor. And Victorian Gilly Lumby in that under 16 event, he's a T35 competitor. So Gilly Lumby now, he's on the back there of Heath Otto, the Queenslander. But out in front of this entire field, it is still Lawrence Todd, the T20 athlete from Victoria. He has a lifetime best of 438.4. The group behind him, they're a little bit further back on terms of lifetime best. So at the moment, Xavier Wilson, he's a 457 man. He's second. So if he can latch himself continuously close to Todd, he'll be doing a great job. So they can see now, they move around Dominic Baker, who's moving well, the New South Welshman. Yes, great, Dominic. We love the fist pump. You're doing well. Keep it up. So it is Baker. And he'll have 800 metres to go when he comes down to this start-finish line. But now coming through with the bell is Lawrence Todd, the Victorian. So he's looked really comfortable. In front has Todd. He's got a pursuit behind him of Xavier Wilson, but it is Todd. He'll go through 3:39. Next up there is Xavier Wilson. He's in this under-15 event. He's moving through quite comfortably as well. Next up there was Dixon, so those two are in the same. So too is McGough. He'll find a bit of extra speed here over this final 400 metres. Dominic Baker from New South Wales. He has 800 metres to go here, does Baker. So 2 laps remaining from him. He's moving really strongly though, so he'll have 200 metres to go. He's on 4 minutes, so he's around that lifetime best. So Baker doing a great piece of work there. Next up, Maximos Papakonstantinou. He's in that under-17 event, 6:04, his lifetime best. So he looks on his way to get one of his best ever races out of the way. Next up, Lawrence Todd, though, you can see he's the competition leader. So Todd been really strong. He's managed to move away from the rest of this field, as I've said. 438.4, his lifetime best, so we won't quite get there. But the group behind him, well, they're now really kicking with 200 metres to go. So Lawrence Todd, he's found that extra gear. So this is your overall leader here, ladies and gentlemen, Lawrence Todd. He'll take out that under-17 first across the line. We'll wait for percentages. He'll go under 5 easily, 448. Arms up for the young man, well done. Big kick down here from Archie Dixon in this men's under-15 event. We'll see if the clock's still running. He'll be just outside his lifetime best, but booming finish there from Dixon. Next up there is Wilson. He'll be just outside of it as well. Tommy McGough, though, that's a personal best. Well done to you, Tommy. Bell lap for Heath Otto. He'll continue on here, running well. Maximos Papakonstantinou. He's the next one through here. So his lifetime best before this, 6:04. It's 5:21 on the clock here, Papakonstantinou. So he'll join the 5-minute club for the first time, our man from New South Wales. So Maximos Papakonstantinou, in he comes now. 6:04, that is absolutely smashed out of the park. That's no longer your personal best. You're a 5:40 man. Well done, Maximos Papakonstantinou. He'll come down here now. So well done to him. And he's chuffed, 5:44 unofficially there, Maximos, so well done. Great racing, good embrace there with Xavier Wilson as well at the finish line. As we'll see, we've got 2 gentlemen on their last lap here. Dominic Baker from New South Wales. He's going to come into the home straight shortly. He'll have 500 metres to go here. Our man from New South Wales, our T37 competitor. He's doing a great job here, Dominic Baker. So 500 metres to go for him. Around his shoulder shortly will be our Victorian. I believe that's Gilly Lumbie. So Gilly was a 7:07 operator before this race started. And he's going to go under that, the Victorian. So well done. He'll just go around the shoulder here of Baker, who has 450 metres to go. But the Victorian you see here, he'll be rounding it out. So well done. Finds that extra gear as well, Gilly Lumbie. So 7:07, Gilly, I have on this paper for you. You'll be a 6:40 man at the end of this. Well done. So Gilly Lumbie crosses the line. We'll wait on these percentages. The next one up here is Heath Otto. 7:20, his lifetime best here, the Queenslander. So you can see the embrace at the finish line. They're all waiting around. He's going to go around it here, Heath Otto. 7:20.00 it has here. Look at this. Oh, what a burst of speed. He's got 7:01, 7:02. He's smashed it out. Well done to you, Heath. And our last competitor remaining here, Dominic Baker. He's doing a great job here, the young man from New South Wales. So 9:53 is his lifetime best. He may be out of it. I'm not 100% sure, but he's doing a phenomenal job. You can continue to see our field event athletes warming up, going through it. 160 on the bar here for our high jump. Men's under 18 hammer throw going along as well inside the cage. The 5 kilo hammer. A couple of these men can throw out over 60, 65. So you'll really see this thing fly as now Dominic Baker enters the back straight. So Baker has 300 metres to go here for his men's under 17 para 1500, and he's finding a little bit of extra speed here as well, is young Dominic. So he's really getting it moving here now with 250 metres to go. So we're on 9:53 watch. That's what we're looking at for his lifetime best. The clock has just hit 8 minutes, so he's gonna be really close to it here, is Dominic Baker. And our T37 competitor has 200 metres to go for you, Dominic. So 8:14, 8:15 is on the clock. You're doing a great job. He'll have 180 metres to go. As I said, our high jumpers, they're at 160. Still quite a few left in this competition. And our men's under 18 hammer throwers, they're in the cage here as well. And as I said, there's a couple that can really get out over that 60, 65 marker. Look at that fly in the middle of the track. So that's a handy throw. That's out over 55. Here we go, Dominic Baker. He wants the crowd involvement. He's really asking everybody to get involved here. So Dominic Baker, young man, 9:53 is your lifetime best. You're at 8:52. So here he is. Dominic Baker, he's got 100 metres to go. He's going to smash his personal best here. He's a T37 competitor. He's asking for your applause. He's asking for your love and admiration. And he's going to get under 9:53. Dominic Baker, well, 9:53 no more for you. You're a sub 9:30 man. Well done, Dominic. He's under 9:20. Well done. Under 17 men's para 1500. They're all there to say well done. And he has smashed his 9:53. That last 200 was blistering, Dominic. That was a great turn of pace from you. And what a performance. We nearly saw all of our competitors there under their lifetime best. That's all you can ask for at these national championships, the 101st edition. So we'll wait on these percentages to be done as well. But great racing across the board. You can see our hurdles now coming out to the track. So our 80-metre hurdles, 80-metre hurdles, so that would mean there's 8 flights of hurdles. As I do my quick math, so we'll go 80-metre hurdles into 90-metre hurdles into some 800s. And that was great. Absolutely love watching the paras compete. And Dominic Baker, you just can't not be romantic about that race. I mean, that was just fantastic. He's a sub 9:20 man now, Dominic Baker, so he's really set the tempo for himself. He's gonna have to work pretty hard in his next race to get under that, because that was fast, 9:18. I'm gonna see as they come through here, see if I can give you the full results. And I think I can. So he's a 9.8, so only the first 3 in our field didn't run lifetime bests, but as I've said, they've got to reorder that and restructure it into percentages. But it was Lawrence Todd, 4:48. Archie Dixon right on 5 minutes. Then Xavier Wilson, 5:05. So let me break this down for you while we wait for these hurdles. And I'm sure we'll have some more updates for you shortly. So Thomas McGough, he was a 5:17 man, gone, 5:07. Next one was Maximos Papakonstantinou. He was a 6:04 man, gone, 5:43. Gilly Lumby, he was 7:07. Gone, 6:42. Heath Otto, he was a 7:20 man. You wouldn't believe it. Gone, 7:02. And Dominic Baker, who you just watched there, he was a 9:53 man, so he was just under 10 minutes. Gone, 9:18. So great racing across the board there from our men's para, under 17, under 15 competitors. You can see the dragging of the hammer throw. We saw one get stuck, I'm going to say 15 metres up in the cage. That thing was a rainmaker. It was well up in the clouds. Our officials, although Nana wasn't impressed, but everybody else was. The officials did a great job in getting that hammer down.
The officials are great, and I was very impressed. I was very intrigued on how they were going to get the hammer throw out.
I don't know. Nana was sitting up here. She said,
and I'm glad no one got hurt.
I would just climb the net and go get it, she kept saying. So
like,
that's
easy. What's that animal that go King Kong? I would have
climbed
up.
Yep, you would have been up there.
Cage.
Just tap it out of the net.
We
no
see
worries.
Wang in the under 18 hammer throw about to throw, and our Queenslander over 160.
Easily too, Nana. Heaps of room. So that's our women's under 17 high jump.
Yes.
spot on.
Do you want to give us our top 3?
Mitch knows I'm not the best with pronunciations and loves to throw me under the bus. But that's what you're here for.
That's what I'm here
You're
for.
a man of words and letters.
I'm not that much better at pronunciating.
But you'll attempt it. I won't.
I will. I'll always give it a crack. Casey Wasserman, she's out in front. Cara Deezy Gelewiski. I don't think that's it, but she's in second. And Rebecca Howard, the ACT, she's in third.
As someone with a complicated last name, I hate to get it wrong, so I'd just rather let the professionals do it.
So Lauma of Tasmania, he steps into this. These will be conditions that he'd be used to down in Tasmania, wouldn't he?
Windy.
Overcast, cold, windy.
It's like he's at home.
I actually love Tasmania. I'm okay. Just it's so
Are you an
Tasmania.
oyster
Don't think I'm
man?
knocking him. I love. Sorry.
Are you an oyster man? They're the home of
Oh,
oysters.
I do love oysters. I actually spent a bit of time in Burnie at the back end of last year for those
Where
Tassie
haven't
carnivals.
you been?
Where haven't I been?
Yeah,
I've been everywhere.
Yeah, I think so.
There's not a part of this globe I didn't touch.
Except for South America.
Yeah, except for South America, but I managed to get overseas a bit, and then was all across the
there's
country.
a diamond league there.
Yeah, they need to
We will
put a
see
diamond.
the-
They need to put a diamond league in South America because they have one in Eugene, which is great because it's the home of track and field. World champs there in 2022 was incredible, but I reckon you'd put one. Well, not in Brazil because I don't think that stadium's used anymore.
No.
That Rio Stadium.
I think it's
Surely
just an
find
empty
somewhere.
pit.
Peru. Should have done Peru this year. They've got to get it.
We know they definitely have a track.
We hope they have a track.
Well, we hope for the kids.
Oh, these World Juniors are going to be very interesting. Rock up. Yeah. What's
Just
going
some
on
lines
here?
on the ground.
The warm-up track. No, mate, this is where you're going to be racing. Oh, okay. No worries. So, if you're listening, anybody, Sebco, if you're listening.
South America.
South America, put it on the map. And let's bring a Diamond League to Melbourne. No. It'll
Ooh,
be...
no. Yes.
Will be hard
Don't
because
say no.
it'd be cold here. We're going to start the Diamond League in January.
We could do it like the AFL, round 0, but for Diamond League.
Oh, yeah,
For
get
anyone
it
who just wants to...
Yeah, get it before it starts.
You don't need to be peaking. Just
Yeah.
random time of the year,
Why
middle
not?
of Jan.
Hey,
Why
next
not?
year there's no Olympics. There's no World Champs are in September.
You might as well.
You know,
Pre-comp.
yeah.
The pre-comp.
Hold on, might be onto something. Anyway, it's just might have to have a chat off air, Nana. So haven't the geez, he's launched that one, the New South Welshman. So up next on the track, it's our women's under 13 80-metre hurdles. So the top 3 will go through here automatically. The next 3 fastest times, so good, a final of 9. Anything that can round out on the home straight, which is everything, has a final of 9.
I think Marnie Lawrence is the one to watch. She won the 100 in 12:92. Sorry, she ran that in the heat for a PB, and then won the 200.
So Marnie Lawrence, she's had a busy week as well. We talk about athletes that have had a busy week. Marnie Lawrence, she's going for the triple.
The triple sprint.
The trifecta. Wow. So on the inside is Halo Keys, the Queenslander, Matilda Cutfield as well. Marnie Lawrence, who you've already said, she's going for the trifecta of golds. Molly Tanner, the Queenslander, in 5. Alara Barnes of New South Wales in 6. Alessandra Mariani, the Victorian, in 7. And Savannah Cox of New South Wales, she's in lane number 8. Our youngest girls hurdling sprint event here. Under 13 women. So this is their first taste this week of national championships. Obviously, Marnie Lawrence has been enjoying herself, the young New South Welsh woman. You can see her there. She's 3 from the inside of your screen. Well, depends what you call inside, everyone watching on 7+, because I'm saying she's in lane number 3. So for me, that's the inside of the track. I suppose to you, that's the outside from the way you see it from the camera. Anyway, Keys, Cutfield, Lawrence.